this.
You're like a 9-1 underdog, yeah.
Yeah, and the thing is, with Shakur, they're gonna be all thinking he's gonna spank me, blah blah blah.
Right.
All this.
Right.
And when I get in there and I start hitting him, it's gonna be a whole. Because I'm not one of those fighters that don't have a quick eye. He knows that my eye is quick. He like I have that same eye twitch that Shakur has. I do. He knows it. We fought in the amateurs. I beat you. Don't even play around. You know I did. They robbed me.
What do you think, Shakur? Shakur at 44.
I don't think there was a training camp in place that got him ready for that fight. And if it was, it wasn't a good one. And it wasn't a lot of time. It couldn't have been.
He's got to come back and look good and win. I think Ryan knows that.
What do you think when you see him posting those videos? You've been in the game a long time. You're a throwback Philly fighter.
I go by consistency. And when you look how you looked against Rolly, and then this is what you're doing for the next camp, man, it just doesn't make sense. You know
it doesn't sit right.
It doesn't sit right.
You done, bro. Put your ass in that scary shell. When you turn your back, you done, my boy. You ain't got no boxing skills, no real skills.
Shakur Stevenson just dropped a prediction so shocking, Ryan Garcia fans are going to want to sit down for this. It all started in a recent interview when Ryan Garcia, locked in for his next fight against Mario Barrios, unleashed a bold warning for Shakur Stevenson. He claims he's ready to knock Stevenson out and dominate the ring, even jokingly calling for a new 44 division just so they can face off. Adding his trademark humor, Garcia also trolled Stevenson about his amateur days, leaving fans shocked and entertained.
I really want to fight Shakur.
No, we need that Haney fight too, though.
No, I know. That's always going to be there, though. But that's who I want to fight. I want to go from Barrios to Shakur.
Oh, like straight to it.
Yeah.
What, 47?
44.
You're making 44.
I'll make a whole division called 44. Me and Shakur.
44?
He said he'd do it.
No rehydration, no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a huge fight, too.
Yeah, and I know he's confident, so let's run it. I just love something about fighting so many people I don't think I'm going to beat. It's like that Devin Haney effect.
Right.
It's like, you really think I'm not going to beat this
You're
guy?
like a 9-1 underdog, yeah.
Yeah, and the thing is, with Shakur, they're going to be all thinking he's going to spank me, blah, 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 all this
Right.
And when I get in there and I start hitting him, it's going to be a whole, because I'm not one of those fighters that don't have a quick eye. He knows that my eye is quick. He like I have that same eye twitch that Shakur has. I do. He knows it. We fought in the amateurs. I beat you.
Responding to this, Shakur Stevenson at first laughed off the idea. He insists he's not afraid to face Ryan Garcia and that fighting him would be a strong desire. However, he highlights a crucial part of Ryan's game, noting that the fight will ultimately show which version of Garcia steps into the ring. Stevenson also takes a jab at Garcia's style, pointing out that whether he wins or loses, there's always someone getting caught.
What do you think, Shakur? Shakur at 44. What do you think?
I love the fight. I think that's perfect. I think it'll be a lot of excitement to that fight. It's a big money fight. Ryan Garcia is somebody that comes in there. You never know which version of him is going to show up. So if the good version of him show up, he gets spanked. If the bad version of him show up, he gets spanked.
Furthermore, Shakur Stevenson has cast doubt on Ryan Garcia's chances of pulling off a victory against Mario Barrios. Why? He believes Garcia's approach in training for this fight reveals a lot about what to expect. In Stevenson's view, this rivalry is far bigger than his past clashes with Teofimo Lopez or Devin Haney. While he's open to facing Garcia, he's also critical of his strategy and preparation.
I wasn't too mad at Devin and Teo because it looked like they actually trained. It looked like they went out there and trained for that fight. I don't think Ryan Garcia gave the best version of Ryan Garcia.
Right. But
I don't think he trained.
Fight, and Ryan Garcia didn't really have a game plan for Rolly. Rolly definitely had one.
I don't think he prepared. I don't think there was a training camp in place that got him ready for that fight. And if it was, it wasn't a good one. And it wasn't a lot of time. It couldn't have been.
Ryan Garcia's build-up for his showdown with Mario Barrios has been under intense scrutiny for some time, with critics often referencing his memorable clash with Rolly Romero. Concerns are mounting, with Max Kellerman likening Garcia to Rocky while casting Barrios as a Clubber Lang-style menace. Supporting this perspective, Mike Coppinger has also voiced serious doubts, reminding fans of the fight where Romero seemingly froze Garcia in the ring, exposing vulnerabilities that still raise questions about his readiness.
Even if Barrios isn't Clubber Lang, Cop, let's start with you.
You have to be a little worried, Max. I mean, we saw what Rolly Romero, Shady's favorite, did to Ryan Garcia last May in Times Square. You know, Ryan was like a deer in the headlights, and I was actually with Ryan at his training camp in Calabasas on Thursday. Ryan said, look, when I fought Rolly, I didn't even want to be there. I had a really high mountain to climb. I knew I was 30 pounds overweight. I hadn't fought in a year. I was coming off suspension. He said, I knew I was going to lose. To me, he's confident right now. He was already 149 on Saturday. The living room stuff does give me pause.
Yeah, you know what it is? It's like when Rocky and he kisses. Can I have a kiss? And Mickey's like, he ain't gonna kiss you. He's gonna kill you, right? Like, come on, man, you can't.
Right.
Like, it just doesn't. You know, he looks good.
Still, Max Kellerman sees Ryan Garcia as a rare talent, praising his speed and knockout power, a sentiment shared by Gabriel Rosado. But Rosado points out that Garcia's uniqueness comes less from technique or discipline and more from his unpredictable behavior. He cautions that an unfocused Ryan against a sharp, disciplined fighter like Mario Barrios could be risky. Adding to the stakes, Rosado highlights that Garcia's former trainer is now in Barrios' corner, creating an extra challenge for him in the ring.
But then there's like, Ryan is unusually talented. When you put your eyes on him, do you see unusual talent, speed and power?
Absolutely, but it's just he lacks the discipline.
Right.
And when you're fighting a guy like Barrios who is disciplined, he's a little boring. I mean, Barrios really doesn't, he's not charismatic or nothing like that. He's not like Ryan, but he's disciplined. And he has Goose in his corner for this fight, which is going to add a lot to Barrios because he knows the errors that Ryan makes. He knows Ryan personally. So that's a plus for Barrios.
For
It's
sure.
dangerous for Ryan.
But one thing about Ryan Garcia that we all know is that he's always trying to trick somebody.
Ryan Garcia's recent training sessions, reportedly taking place in his living room while interacting with live streamers, have sparked serious doubts about his focus and preparation for the upcoming fight. Gabriel Rosado warns that after the punishing loss to Rolly Romero, stepping into the ring against a disciplined, methodical fighter like Mario Barrios while indulging in these antics is deeply concerning. According to Rosado, the ring leaves no room for distractions, and Garcia's behavior raises significant questions about both his mindset and readiness for this high-stakes matchup.
He's got to come back and look good and win. I think Ryan knows that.
What do you think when you see him posting those videos? You've been in the game a long time. You're a throwback Philly fighter.
I go by consistency. And when you look how you looked against Rolly, and then this is what you're doing for the next camp, man, it just doesn't make sense. You know
it doesn't sit right.
It doesn't sit right. So when you enter the ring, you're gonna have those questions where you're like, man, should I have done that? Did I play around too much? Did I put the work in? Those questions are going to kick in, and you're going to guy that's a champion who's.
But we are in a new era, though, right? New system players, new system fighters.
I don't care what era it is, the ring will always expose.
Meanwhile, Tim Bradley delivered a fierce warning to Ryan Garcia just days ahead of his fight with Mario Barrios, and his words are impossible to ignore. Amid the tension, even Garcia's former trainer Joe Goosen and Barrios himself were caught in the crossfire. Bradley went on the offensive, urging Barrios to teach Garcia an unforgettable lesson. He slammed Ryan's preparation, pointing out multiple flaws, and made it clear that a knockout isn't just desired, it's expected, calling victory over Garcia an easy but necessary task.
Mario Barrios, if you don't get this done, man, damn. This should be easy for you. Easy. Goosen, if you don't get this done, you work with this man, Ryan Garcia, you work side by side with this man for several fights, bro. If you don't get this done with no damn Mario Barrios, bro, you a sorry-ass trainer too. Yeah. And in Mario Barrios, if you don't get this done against Ryan Garcia, you a sorry-ass fighter. Ryan Garcia is straight trash. Doo-doo butter. Doo-doo butter.
In a scorching rant, Tim Bradley tore into Ryan Garcia, claiming he lacks genuine boxing ability. He accused Garcia of projecting a false image of power, with opponents laughing at his so-called punches, dismissing them as baby shots. Bradley also slammed Ryan's immature training antics and livestream distractions, insisting that these weaknesses are impossible to hide. According to Bradley, when Garcia faces a disciplined fighter like Mario Barrios, all of these flaws will be brutally exposed in the ring.
Yeah, Ryan, you trash. You ain't got no right hand. You take your left hand away, and it's over with. Over with. I see you be trying to spook everybody with your power. Yeah, put the body shield on. Put the body shield on. Let me try to break your guts. Yeah. And I see you be trying hard as hell. I seen you when you did with that man Ngannou. Ngannou laughed at your little baby-ass punches. He laughed at you. Yeah, and I saw you get discouraged too. You got discouraged. All it takes is somebody that's tough, right? Tough, smart. Take that left hand away from your ass, and you done, bro.
As fight night approaches, Ryan Garcia has been embroiled in bizarre antics, seemingly ignoring warnings from seasoned boxing experts about the risks. Tim Bradley went all out, declaring that Garcia is going to be dead in this matchup, while even having his father in the corner could backfire. On Sean Porter's podcast, guests didn't hold back, suggesting that with Garcia's dad guiding him, all it takes is for Barrios to do his work. The outcome already appears almost guaranteed in Mario's favor.
This one 50-50 and go.
Oh man, can Ryan set up the left hook? He just throws it. He'll spam that shit. Play video games? Y'all play video games?
Yeah.
He'll spam the hell out of it. But can he set it up? Like skills like that, that's what I'm saying. Like Richardson's he's not the same as Ryan Garcia. He'll set up shit. Can Ryan go to the well? Who's in his corner? Who's his trainer?
His dad.
His dad taking over?
Oh, that's bad news.
Damn, you gotta chill.
Being honest.
Yeah. So, damn, I got Mario Barrios.
Oh,
I didn't know.
Oh, no.
His dad trained him. His dad trained him.
Oh, do you?
But yeah, I got Mario
That's the one
Barrios.
with the hot picks the last 12 months.
Yeah.
I got Mario.
Commenting on Ryan Garcia's style, Richardson Hitchens emphasized that he falls short of Mario Barrios' skill level, relying far too much on his left hand, a habit Hitchens warns could be costly. He recalled Garcia's clash with Rolly Romero, where unexpected power and patience left him frozen in the ring, while Tim Bradley highlighted Ryan's tendency to retreat rather than counter. Hitchens went further, pointing out additional weaknesses that only deepen concerns about how Garcia will fare against a sharp, disciplined fighter like Barrios.
As soon as you make a move, he's twitchy with the left.
That's coming.
He ain't gonna pull counter. He ain't gonna slip and counter. He ain't gonna go under. He ain't gonna slip and go to the body. He's looking for that hook. And I was watching him and Rolly in Times Square because it was like 300 people that could be in there. So I was like literally in the corner, like sitting there watching. And I'm like, this guy don't have if you're sitting there waiting, just playing a waiting game with Ryan, he's not gonna punch because he needs you to be fair first.
Twitchy hook.
Yeah, he needs you to come to him to throw that hook. He's looking for the hook.
When you got Rolly Romero, no disrespect to Rolly Romero, freezing Ryan, that's bad.
He froze him with his power. He froze him with his power and his patience.
But Rolly is twitchy, unlike Barrios.
Yeah, he is.
So it's that element. Styles make fights.
Yeah, I guess it's two Mexican fighters, so that's a little different.
But like watching the fight live.
Breaking down the matchup, Sean Porter explained that Ryan Garcia will face a tough challenge keeping pace with Mario Barrios, who is sure to push him relentlessly. If Garcia fails to counter the pressure effectively, he risks being knocked out decisively in the ring. Porter views the fight as roughly even at 50-50, but cautions that Barrios cannot underestimate Ryan's quick, twitchy movements. In particular, Garcia's left hook poses a serious threat that Barrios must prepare for carefully to avoid surprises.
Based on how Ryan answers,
he threw the left hook.
Based on how Ryan answers, something big could happen. 50-50 fight.
So it's another way of saying what you were talking about with Jesse and Mario's. They're technically sound.
They're so technically sound.
Yeah. It's nothing. They're solid across the board. Solid power, solid speed, solid positioning, solid timing. Can counter a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah, Barrios will have to counter in this fight, and isn't that one of Joe Gooson's specialties is catch and shoot?
Yeah.
But
Joe is all about the catch and shoot.
Yeah. But the way, and he'll have to do that effectively in this fight, like Rolly did. But Rolly did it like out of a shoulder roll type stand, lead hand down, bop, and that's not Barrios. He's here. Yeah. And Ant was talking about how's he going to get the hook off. And you talk about how he usually just spams the one shot at a time, the one hook. The way he got it off against Devin.
Despite repeated warnings, Ryan Garcia remains one of boxing's most exciting draws, celebrated for his speed and knockout power. Meanwhile, Mario Barrios is recognized as a fundamentally sound fighter, proven capable of challenging elite opponents like Keith Thurman and Gervonta Davis. Experts stress that Garcia cannot underestimate Barrios, as his technical skills and experience make him a dangerous test that could expose any weaknesses if Ryan isn't fully prepared.
He's a better fighter, I think, than he's given credit for. He gave Keith Thurman a lot of trouble, he gave Gervonta Davis a lot of trouble, and he has experience now of 3 major headline fights.
As fight night approaches, predictions are flooding in. While some believe Ryan Garcia can secure the win, Gabriel Rosado stresses that fundamentals ultimately determine outcomes. He points out that Mario Barrios may lack the flashiness of Garcia, but his solid technique, disciplined approach, and consistent execution give him a decisive advantage, qualities that could very well tip the fight in Barrios' favor when it truly matters in the ring.
No, that's true. Growth comes from it. Being uncomfortable in camp, being forced to have to do certain things that you don't want to do. That's what develops the skill set come the day of the fight. So, Ryan, like Shady said, he's with his father, is too comfortable. And it's like Barrios is gonna make it a rugged fight. He may not be the most skillful fighter, but he's gonna make it a tough fight.
Try to make it uncomfortable.
And fundamentals win fights in the sense of Barrios. He doesn't have all these special assets, right? But he does have a good jab. He has a good one too. He has good stamina. He has good conditioning. So he has all the attributes to.
But Ryan gonna win his fight though.
Speaking of Ryan, our informant,
he gonna win his fight.
I like Ryan, but I don't know.
You're on the fence.
Really
you say Ryan.
I think Ryan's gonna win this fight.
Meanwhile, Conor Benn, who once leaned toward a Ryan Garcia win, has now taken a firm stand. Bold and unapologetic, he even challenges anyone to bet against him. But his prediction comes with a serious warning for Garcia. Benn doesn't just see him losing. He expects Mario Barrios to stop Ryan decisively inside the ring, leaving no doubt about the outcome.
You lot think I'm joking. I bet any money Barrios stops Garcia. I bet you any money. I'm not even joking. Barrios stops Garcia. He's going to fumble the bag, so I need to make my money back on him. Yeah. Barrios, any money stops Garcia. I am 100% confident.
While Ryan Garcia is celebrated for his lightning-fast hands and knockout power, Antonio Tarver has highlighted a major weakness in his game, his footwork. Tarver believes that improving this aspect is crucial if Garcia hopes to overcome Mario Barrios. He even outlines a strategy that could steer Garcia to victory. At the same time, Tarver issues a warning to Barrios, emphasizing the toughness and discipline he must display. If Barrios fails to assert control early, Tarver believes the fight could quickly slip out of his grasp.
You know what I mean? We know Ryan don't have the best footwork. So maybe, you know, he can probably make him fight off his back foot, trap him, bang him out on the ropes maybe. You know, make it a real dog fight for him. But he can't let Ryan get in his rhythm, get that jab working combination punches to the body, to the head. You know, I don't know how elusive Mario Barrios can be when he's in there with an offensive like Ryan Garcia. You know, you're gonna have to hit him with some stuff to freeze him up. You know what I mean? He's gonna have to land that early, get his respect early, maybe, you know, land a shot, maybe hurt Ryan early. I think that leads and lends to him being victorious. But if it don't happen early, it's going to be hard pressed, I believe, for him.
As fight night approaches, the story around this matchup is starting to shift. What once looked like a straightforward path to victory for Ryan Garcia now seems to favor Mario Barrios. Yet veteran trainer Joel Diaz predicts a different outcome, believing Garcia's lethal left hook could prove decisive when it counts most. While recognizing the strengths of both fighters, Diaz hints that fans are about to see a more technical, precise, and refined version of Garcia inside the ring.
Barrios has always showed that he's a warrior. You know, Barrios, I mean, you've seen him in his fights. He comes to fight. He's an action fighter. And of course, when you see Ryan Garcia is explosive. You know, he holds his own. He holds his ground. And it's going to be a good fight for the fans. I see a very technical Ryan Garcia, just, you know, fighting off the back foot, trying to land that left hook to the head, and Mario's being cautious, looking to pressure Ryan. But I think at the end of the day, Ryan will come out with a victory.
While fans are hoping for a spectacular knockout from Ryan Garcia, questions linger about which version of him will step into the ring. Renowned trainer Robert Garcia weighed in on the matchup, describing Mario Barrios as a battle-tested champion who has challenged every opponent who stepped up, even mentioning Manny Pacquiao, who couldn't hold the belt. In Robert's opinion, this fight won't be easy for Garcia, who risks underestimating Barrios' experience, resilience, and the challenges a seasoned fighter brings to the ring.
Barrios has been, you know, getting the calls from the challengers, thinking that's the easiest way to become champion, but they don't. You know, Pacquiao didn't become champion. You know, he's in a situation where even if it's a draw, he's still a champion. You know, Ryan is one of those kids that we don't know. If he comes out and has that great training camp and great preparation, is in great shape, he could go out and win by knockout, but we don't know. Ryan hasn't showed, you know, there's fights where he He looks sensational, but next fight he doesn't.
Another key factor in this fight is Ryan Garcia's split from his former trainer, Joe Goossen. Robert Garcia believes this change could work against Ryan, casting doubt on his form and readiness when he enters the ring on February 21st, with his father in his corner. While everyone hopes for Garcia's success, Robert warns that Goossen, now working with Mario Barrios, gives Barrios valuable insight, potentially creating serious challenges and complicating Garcia's chances of securing a victory.
Boxing would need him to become champion to keep boxing huge the way it is.
And from what I heard, if I recall correctly, Barrios is working with Goossen.
Yes, Barrios is working with Goossen, and that could favor Barrios a lot because Goossen knows Ryan. So it's interesting. If Ryan lands, he's so fast and so strong that if he lands, he's going to hurt him and finish him and become champion and all the love for him and credit for him. But if he doesn't, and if Barrios fights smart, Goossen knows, takes it to the later rounds, Ryan might be in trouble. It's going to be an interesting fight.
Fight night is almost here, and the tension couldn't be higher. Shakur Stevenson has already thrown a serious warning to Ryan Garcia, telling him to watch himself if he wants to survive in the ring, whether it's against Barrios or any future challenge. Who will rise and who will fall? Drop your predictions in the comments, smash that like button if you're hyped, and don't forget to subscribe for all the fight night updates and breaking news.